Good morning, everybody. We are about 8 minutes from starting the meet. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. Good morning, swimmers and all virtual attendees, and welcome to the 2021 Utah Short Course Age Group Championships. It's awesome to be here and feel the energy at the pool. My name is Jerem Chamberlain, and I'll be here tonight to commentate through this morning's proceedings. Through Event 5, the girls 10 and under, 200-yard freestyle. Swimmers are slowly making their way to the starting blocks. So today for the girls 10 and under 200-yard freestyle, we're going to have 2 heats. In heat 1, we have Jackie Rona, lane 4, Chelsea Zhu in lane 5, and Eileen Romesser in lane 6. And they're off. First event of the day. Looks like these 3 swimmers are all staying pretty close together, coming into their first 50 of this 200. Chelsea Zhu is about half a body length ahead off the wall. Looks like Jackie's keeping up with Chelsea at the 75. We're halfway. That's the 100. Looks like Jackie, lane 4, is pulling ahead. And Jackie's still ahead at the 150 mark. 50 yards more to go. Chelsea and Eileen about a body length and a half behind. All right, here comes the end of this first heat. Looks like Eileen's starting to contend, starting to catch up with Jackie. See if we can get some new best times here as they come into the wall. Looks like Jackie's going to take it with a 2:48. Dropped a few seconds there. Congrats, Jackie. So next we have Heat 2 of the girls 10 and under 200-yard freestyle. In lane 1, we have Esme Kluss. Lane 2, Eva Moeller. Lane 3, Lainey Adamson. Lane 3, Lainey Addison. Lane 4, Darcy Smith. Lane 5, Cassidy Long. Lane 6, Caddis Laws. Lane 7, Cameron Tanton. Lane 8, Molly Thatcher. And lane 9, Maggie Harris. Good luck, girls. And coming in after the first 50, looks like we have Cassidy Long at the head of everybody, followed closely by lane 2, Ava Moeller. I remember my coaches telling me that the 200 is the longest sprint you'll ever swim. I don't know if I could ever sprint a 200 completely, but these swimmers definitely look like they're giving it their all. And in lane 5, Cassidy Long pulling a significant lead on everybody else, followed by lane 7, 4, and 2. That's Cameron Thanton, Darcy Smith, and Ava Moeller. Cassidy Long really turning up the heat here. Coming in with a split, about 37. Wow. Cassidy is from BYU, which is the BYUV, which is the Utah Valley Aquatics team. Still trailed by lane 7, 4, and 2. Even then, still 4 body lengths behind. Wow, let's see if Cassidy can get a new best time. Wow, strong finish with 2:24. Looks like she shaved 5 seconds off. Congrats, Cassidy. Coming in followed by lanes 4 and 7. Congrats, girls. So the next event we have coming up will be event number 7, the girls 11 and 12 200-yard freestyle. Maybe wondering why we skipped event 6, and that's because that's the boys, which we'll be doing tomorrow. So heat 1 of girls 11-12. In lane 1, we have Sadie Jonart. Lane 2, Nikita Staskis. Lane 3, Liv Trimble. Lane 4, Izzy Reynolds. Lane 5, Ellie Sinte. Lane 6, Cara Moore. Lane 7, Madeline Bullard. Lane 8, Tegan Hoffman. Lane 9, Tita Cerrone. And lane 10, Briley Jensen. Good luck, girls. And they're already off. We have 2 heats of the girls on 11 and 12 200-yard freestyle. Again, lanes 5 and 6 are maintaining the lead. That's Ellie Sinte and Cara Moore. Both of them from Haste, which is the Hilltop Aquatic Swim Team. Looks like Ellie Sinte, lane 5, is just holding that lead. This will be the 150 mark. Again, Ellie Sinte coming in with a split of 34.82, followed closely by lane 6 and then lane 4. Definitely got a lot of energy here at the pool today as everyone's cheering each other on. And looks like Ellie Sinte is going to pull a win out here. Let's see what her time comes in to be. Got to beat a time of 2:15, and she did it. Looks like she dropped 4 seconds there. Congrats, Ellie. So for the next heat, we have the final heat of the girls 11 and 12 200-yard freestyle. In lane 1, we have Macy Polson. Lane 2, Lorraine Morin. Lane 3, Alexandra Lund. Lane 4, Rory Sorensen. Lane 5, Brooklyn Richter. Lane 6, Shayla Zolchich. Lane 7, Elliot Brown. Lane 8, Sophie Rona. Lane 9, Brooke Ridge. Lane 10, Ava Glissmeyer. This is the final heat of the girls 11 and 12 200-yard freestyle. The state record for this event is 156.15, set in 2016 by Madison Parker. Good luck, girls. And there they go. Wow, look at that intensity coming right off. You can always tell by how big and splashy someone's kick is. You can really see the fire in these girls. Looks like lanes 5 and 6 are leading us off. Lane 5, Brooklyn Richter, pulling ahead with that turn. But Shayla Zolchis is staying about at her shoulders. Followed closely by Rory Sorensen. Coming into the 100 mark. And Brooklyn Richter pulling ahead. Ooh, that was a good wall for lanes 5 and 6 to try and catch up to Brooklyn. And honestly, the secret to such a long event such as the 200 is good underwaters off the wall. The more time you're underwater, the less time you have to be swimming. And Brooklyn is pulling ahead, coming up at about the flags. Got 50 more yards. Keeping up the intensity. Let's go, girls. Brooklyn is trailed by Rory Sorensen and Shayla Zolchich. And Brooklyn looks like she's going to get a win in here. Coming in really strong. Let's see if she can get under 2 minutes. Oh, really close. Good job, Brooklyn. Time of 2:36. Congrats, Brooklyn. So the next event we have is event number 9, girls 13-14 200-yard freestyle. Heat 1 of 2. In lane 1, we have Addison Taylor. Lane 2, Brinley Waite. Lane 3, Laura Rigby. Lane 4, Taylor Bennett. Lane 5, Coco Riding. Lane 6, Chloe Klein. Lane 7, Isabel Harris. Lane 8, Addison Brown. Lane 9, Gracelyn Mott. Lane 10, Malin Howe. Good luck, girls. And a great dive, and off they go. So the state record for the 13 and 14 girls is also held by Madison Parker with a time of 1:51.99, set in 2019. Looks like lane 4 is pulling ahead in this race, and that is Taylor Bennett. Again, loving seeing the intensity of these swimmers. Big, strong kick, lots of bubbles. That's what my mom would always say. You got to see lots of bubbles off those kicks. So looks like lane 4, Taylor Bennett, is followed closely by lane 6, which is Chloe Klein. Taylor Bennett is pulling steadily ahead, though. Ooh, looks like lane 8 is actually turning up the heat. Or sorry, that's not lane 8, lane 10. Lane 10, Malin Howe. It's hard to tell from my angle, but looks like these girls are pretty close to one another. Wow. Taylor Bennett still ahead at the 150 with a split of 32. Followed closely by Malin Howe. Well, it looks like lane 6 is slowly pulling ahead of Malin. And that's Chloe Klein. Here we come into the end. Looks like it's going to be a close one. Lane 6, Chloe Klein is contesting Taylor Bennett. Let's see if she can do it. Ooh, looks like Bennett got it. Congrats, Taylor, on your win there. Looks like she dropped a couple seconds. Congrats. So moving into heat 2 of the girls' 13-14 200-yard freestyle. In lane 1, we have Lauren Bigelow. Lane 2, Ava Clegg. Lane 3, Veronica Black. Lane 4, M. Brewer. Lane 5, Kathleen Richter. Lane 6, Gabrielle Henry. Lane 7, Campbell Keller. Lane 8, Gretchen Lane. Lane 9, Isabel Robinson. Lane 10, Sadie McDonald. This is the final heat for the girls' 13-14 200-yard freestyle. Good luck, girls. And they're off. I would guess Kathleen Richter is the older sister of Brooklyn Richter, both of them from Fish Market. Again, the state record time is a 1:51.99. I reckon a couple of these girls are hoping to get under 2 minutes on this race. Let's see a couple of them do it. First split, Richter's in first place with a 26:44. It's a great split time for the first 50. For those of you watching at home, please share this link with family members, with grandmas and grandpas, aunts and uncles, so they can come watch your kids swim and do really well. Also, check us out on social media, and you can find us on Instagram at GameOnLS. Go like and subscribe on YouTube. So it looks like in this event, Kathleen Richter is still ahead. She's followed closely by lane 6, Gabriella Henry. Looks like Gabriella's right at Kathleen's hips. Oh, it looks like Kathleen's turning up the heat a bit, starting to pull away. It's the last 50 for these girls. Let's keep up the intensity. Really good, strong turn there. Lane 5, Kathleen Richter is still pulling ahead. Looks like she's going to take this one. Let's see a couple of these girls get under 2 minutes. And Kathleen Richter is going to win with a time of 1:57. Ooh, and lane 8. Gretchen Lane went under 2 minutes as well with a time of 1:59.78. Congrats, Kathleen and Gretchen Lane, on your guys' great swim, and congrats all the other girls as well. So it looks like we're going to have a 7-minute podium break before we move on to event 11, girls 10 and under 50-yard butterfly. Again, we'll have a 7-minute break before we get on to the next event.
Wait, it's... Asher. Is it Elliot? Yeah, Elliot's... She's gonna be up next.
Is the girls 13-14. So moving forward, I think we're also going to be giving those to the next event as well. Right, looks like we're actually going to move on to the next event.
Let's go,
Event 11, girls 10 and under 50-yard butterfly. We're going to have one heat of this. In lane 2, we have Eileen Remesser. Lane 3, Aaliyah Lindsay. Lane 4, Chloe Cedarholm. Lane 5, Layla Turner. Lane 6, Kenny Nelson. Lane 7, Peyton Wright. Lane 8, Cadence Laws. And they're already up. Good luck, girls. This is only a 50, so 2 lengths of the pool. Good strong underwater. Looks like lane 5. Laylee Turner is keeping a pretty good lead. Looks like she's going to take the victory here. With Liley with a time of 32:51. Congrats, Liley, on your win. Looks like she dropped a second there. Moving on to event 13, girls 11-12 50-yard butterfly. We have 2 heats. In heat 1, lane 4, we have Tegan Hoffman. Lane 5, Faith Riddle. Lane 6, Colby White. Good luck, ladies. They're up on the blocks. There they go. Lane 6 with a good long underwater there off the dive. This is a close one. They're all pretty, could be anyone's race. Looks like they're all head to head here. And looks like lane 5, Faith Riddle's going to take the win there. Congrats on your time. Dropped about a second there. Moving on to heat 2, the final 2 of the girls 11 and 12 50-yard butterfly. In lane 1, we have Aohebian Bradley. Lane 2, Sydney McGelwey. Lane 3, Maddie Balagwat. Lane 4, Evie Hirschkopf. Lane 5, Zoe Tashijin. Lane 6, Haley Iat. Lane 7, Tiffany Palmer. Lane 8, Aluia Luian. Lane 9, Taylor Mayerson. And lane 10, Mari Tonga. The record for this was set by Jade Garstang in 2019 with a time of 25:44. Good luck, girls. And they're off. A good sign of a good butterfly stroke is you want to see the hips pop up, and it looks like lane 5, Zoe, got some good stroke there. You can see her hips popping out of the water with each stroke. Really good technique. Coming in nice and strong. Looks like Zoe's going to take the win with a time of 27:47 and drop a second there. Congrats, Zoe. Great swim. Moving forward to the next event, event 15, girls 13-1400-yard butterfly. We have 5 heats of the girls 13-1400-yard butterfly coming up. And for this first heat, lane 4 we have Anaya Morris, lane 5 Reese Andrews, lane 6 Audrey Kim. Good luck, girls. And they're off. So the state record for this event was set also by Jade Garstang with a time of 55.11 in 2020. For those at home, the reason we have a judge at each end to watch the swimmers is because with butterfly you need to touch with 2 hands off of each wall. If you hit with one hand then the other, that's a disqualification. So the judges need to make sure that these swimmers are touching the wall with both hands. Going into the final 50 for these girls. Reese Andrews had a split of 31:17. Looks like she's just about a head and shoulders ahead of these other 2 girls. Could be anyone's race. Whoever pushes harder towards the end. Looks like lane 6, Audrey Kim, is close. Looks like Reese is going to pull out the win with a time of 1:08. Congrats, Reese Andrews. So moving on to heat 2 of 5 for the girls 13-1400-yard butterfly. In lane 1, we have Chesney Bonner. Lane 2, Eva Phillips. Lane 3, Lily Hyde. Lane 4, Sadie Peach Leung. Lane 5, Sydney Weeks. Lane 6, Avery Haynes. Lane 7, Avery Bulkley. Lane 8, Lucy Haymond. Lane 9, Katie Kim. Good luck, girls. And they're off. So it looks like off this first 50, lane 3, Lily Hyde has got a lead. Her split was a time of 29:56. Wow. Under 30. Looks like heading into this last 50, Lily is still maintaining that lead. You can really hear the coaches cheering them on as they finish. Looks like Lily's going to pull it ahead. Lane 5 is close, but Lily Hyde got it with a time of 1:03. Congrats. So moving on to heat 3 of 5 for the girls' 1400-yard butterfly. In lane 1, we have Marianne Tesh. Lane 2, Isabel Robinson. Lane 3, Melissa Young. Lane 4, Izzy Christensen. Lane 5, Malika Leonard. Lane 6, Brynlee Waite. Lane 7, Linnea Nelson. Lane 8, Sydney Lauer. Lane 9, Ava Roberts. Lane 10, Alina Vu. Good luck, girls. So for those of you at home, the reason the starter had them stand after that was because a girl hesitated on the block. And sometimes when a girl hesitates on the block, they want to make all the swimmers stand up again, reset, so there's no false starts. So that's why they did that, for anyone wondering at home. So lane 5 did a really good long underwater off that first start, which was really cool to see. Less swimming for her. So it looks like off of this start, lane 8, Sydney Lauer is ahead of everybody, but this is a pretty close race. Lane 2 looks like about at the same with her. Their split time was really close. Lane 2, that's Isabella Robinson. Coming into the final bit here. It looks like all these girls are head-to-head. This could be anyone's race. Looks like lane 2 and lane 8 are really close. Looks like lane 8's going to get it. Sydney Lauer with a time of 1:06. Congrats, Sydney, on your race. So moving on to heat 4 of 5. In lane 1, we have Eleanor Plant. Lane 2, Gracelyn Mott. Lane 3, Sophie Anders. Lane 4, M. Brewer. Lane 5, Gretchen Lane. Lane 6, Gabriella Henry. Lane 7, Olivia Bell. Lane 8, Sarah Cook. Lane 9, Sadie McDonald. Lane 10, Felicia Shee. This is heat 4 of 5 for the girls' 100-yard butterfly. And off they go. Again, watch these really long underwaters. A lot of girls will use that, so they have to swim less strokes, conserve some energy. Again, looks like we got a pretty close race. Looks like lane 5, Gretchen Lane, is just ahead. Yep, she just got a split time of 29:18, followed closely by Gabriella Henry, both of them going under 30 seconds. And lane 3 as well, Sophie Anders, under 30. That's pretty cool. All right, let's see, coming into this last 25. Got to keep up the intensity. You want to see those hips pop out of the water. That means they're getting a good, strong kick. Looks like lanes 5 and 6 are head-to-head. Looks like whoever reaches farther on this last stroke. Looks like lane 5 is going to get it. Congrats, Gretchen Lane, with a time of 1:03. So moving into the final heat, heat 5 of 5 for the girls, 13-14, 100-yard butterfly. In lane 1, we have Stephanie Guzman de la Haas. Lane 2, Haley Tiffany. Lane 3, Kate Reichner. Lane 4, Chloe Rasband. Lane 5, Jade Garstang. Lane 6, Taylor Houghton. Lane 7, Chloe Klein. Lane 8, Grace Wilson. Lane 9, Riley Corey. Lane 10, Isabella Hadigan. So if you notice, in lane 5, we have Jade Garstang. Let's see if she can break her own record from last year with a time of 55:11. Good luck, girls. Wow, a really great start by Jade Garstang. A good long underwater. You could notice off her start, she was leaning forward. Sometimes a lot of people on their start will pull back, but when you start, that's already putting you behind in the race, and Jade leaned forward, so that's giving her a good advantage. It's cool to see that. Again, really good strong hips. Popping out of the water, that means she's got a good kick. Jade Garstang holding a good strong lead. The split time of 26:43, wow. Followed closely by Taylor Houghton and Chloe Rasband. Jade is holding a pretty strong lead here. We're into the last 25. Good strong underwaters, yep. You have to swim less if you're underwater more. Looks like she understands that. Let's see if she can break her time. Coming in with a time of 57:06. Wow. Great swim, Jade. And it looks like followed closely by Taylor Houghton and Chloe Rasband. Congrats, girls, on your swims. Great work. So we're actually going to move to take another 7-minute podium break. So at this point, we're going to go over to the podiums and recognize some of these girls for their great swims. Share this link for Game On Live Studio goals with grandma, with grandpa, with family members, so they can tune in and watch these girls race. So if you go to YouTube, you can share this link with people. You can also, if you want to support Game On Live Studio, you can like and share and subscribe at Game On Live LS. Be a great way to support this channel for the great work they do. It's a great way that we can all still enjoy this awesome swim meet from the comfort of our own home. Maintain some good social distancing, but still be able to see these great swims these girls are doing. So it looks like we're going to be recognizing event 5, girls 10 and under 200-yard freestyle. And for that event, in first place, we had Cassie Malone. In second, Darcy Smith. In third place, Cameron Tanton. In fourth place, Cadence Laws. And in fifth, Ava Moeller. Congrats, ladies. We got some great swims here. Looks like everybody dropped time. Really an awesome feeling as a young swimmer being up on the podium. So we got lots of people taking good pictures. I don't know if we have access to those pictures for parents at home. Hopefully we can find a way that we can get you pictures of these great swimmers on the podium. This next event that we're going to recognize is event 7, girls 11 and 12, 200-yard freestyle. And in first place for this event, we have Brooklyn Richter, second, Rory Sorensen, third, Shayla Zolkic, and in fourth, Elliot Brown, and fifth, Ava Blissmeyer. Congrats, girls, on their great swims. And the final event we're going to be recognizing during this break is event 9, the girls 13-14 200-yard freestyle. Feel free at home to take a picture or video of yourself cheering these swimmers on and then post it on social media. Share the love. So for the girls 13-14 200-yard freestyle, in first place we had Kathleen Richter, second Gretchen Lane, third Gabriella Henry, fourth Veronica Black, and fifth Taylor Bennett. Congrats, ladies, on your great swims. Looks like we had 2 girls for the first time go under 2 minutes, which is a pretty great accomplishment. Congrats on your swims, girls. So for those who were asking early, we actually just found a sheet that showed the total number of entries for this meet, and that was 267. So 267 of these awesome girls were able to qualify for state this year. And coming up next, we're going to be moving into the breaststroke events. And that'll be event number 17, girls 10 and under 50-yard breaststroke. Looks like we're going to have 2 heats of this event. So the girls are lining up. So for this first heat, in lane 3, we'll have Molly Thatcher. Lane 4, Lila Mortensen. Lane 5, Lainey Adamson. Lane 6, Stella Burnett. Lane 7, Ayla Moeller. Good luck, girls. And they're off. So for those curious, breaststroke is similar to the butterfly event where you need to touch the wall and finish with both hands at the same time. If not, you will be disqualified. So it's important that these girls, as they come into the wall, they touch with both hands. Looks like we actually have lane 7 pulling ahead, Ava Moeller. Looks like she's just half a body length ahead of everyone else, but looks like lanes 3 and 4 maybe pulling just ahead. This will be a close one. Ooh, lane 7, Ava Moeller got it. Looks like she stretched out at the very end there with a time of 44. Good work. Looks like she dropped a second there. Congrats, Ava, on your swim there. So moving on to heat 2 of 2. This is the final heat for the girls 10 and under 50-yard breaststroke. In lane 1, we have Darcy Smith. Lane 2, Peyton Wright. Lane 3, Mia Wade. Lane 4, Aaliyah Lindsay. Lane 5, Cameron Tanton. Lane 6, Laylee Turner. Lane 7, Emma Staskis. Lane 8, Zoe Schwartz. Lane 9, June Johnson. Lane 10, Azuri Hansen. Again, having them stand because the girl hesitated on the block. And off they go. Again, it's really important to stand steady on the block. Again, you notice lanes 4 and 5 had a really long underwater. That was really beautiful. In breaststroke, you're allowed to do 1 underwater stroke off of the start in each wall, which can be a great advantage. Looks like coming in, we have lane 5 up front, and that's Cameron Tanton. Looks like she's going to grab the win there with a time of 37:09 and drop a second. Congrats, Cameron, on your win. Congrats to all you other swimmers as well. So moving on, we're heading into event 19, girls 11 and 12 50-yard breaststroke. We're going to have 2 heats. I'm sorry, I haven't been calling out the state records for these events either. But for this first heat, we have in lane 3, Nikita Staskis. Lane 4, Ksenia Keller. Lane 5, Sunny Shrivi. Lane 6, Ellie Graham. Lane 7, Sydney Bear. Lane 8, Liv Trimble. And the state record for this event is 31:26, set in 2015 by Sadie Edwards. Record's about 6 years old. Good luck, girls, on your race. And here we go. This is heat 1 of the girls 11 and 12 50-yard breaststroke. Coming off the wall strong, heading into this last 25. Looks like lanes 7 and 5 and 4 are pretty close. Looks like lane 5 pulling ahead. Sunny Shrivi. Looks like she's going to pull out a win with a time of 36:71. Dropped 2 seconds there. Congrats, Sunny, on your swim. Moving into the second heat, the final heat of the girls 11 and 12 50-yard breaststroke. In lane 1, we have Mallory Hemmert. Lane 2, Sydney Guzman. Lane 3, Madeline Bullard. Lane 4, Brighton Iat. Lane 5, Brooklyn Richter. Lane 6, Alexandra Lund. Lane 7, Brooke Ridge. Lane 8, Ellie Sinte. Lane 9, Avery Liu. Lane 10, Tegan Hoffman. Long whistle calls the girls to the blocks. And off we go. Good, strong underwaters. Got some really high intensity coming from lane 4, it looks like. Really quick stroke. Brooklyn Richter, looks like she's tied actually with lane 7, which is Brooke Ridge. Oh, this looks like it could be anyone's race. Looks like whoever gets in the final stroke can reach the farthest. And it's going to be 7. Brooke Ridge just barely snuck the one out there. Congrats, Brooke, on your race. And to all you other swimmers as well. Good work. So we're moving on to event 21, girls 13-14 100-yard breaststroke. We have 4 heats of this event. And in this first heat, in lane 4, we have Linnea Nelson. Lane 5, Izzy Christensen. Lane 6, Lily Hyde. For anyone that might be joining us a little late and wondering, the reason we are only doing the odd events today is because those are the girls' events. Tomorrow, we will be doing the boys' events. And off goes the first heat. Girls 13-14 100-yard breaststroke. The state record for this event is 105.97, set last year by Jade Garstang. Good strong underwaters. Good seeing these girls come up past the flags. Looks like coming into the 50, lane 5, Izzy Christensen is in the lead with a split time of 35.24, followed by Lily Hyde and Linnea Nelson. Looks like they're both at the hips of Izzy Christensen. Coming into the last 25 here. Looks like these girls are going to shed a ton of time, which is awesome to see. Looks like Izzy's going to take the win with a time of 1:15. Congrats. Congrats, girls, on your event. Okay, moving on to heat 2 of 4. In lane 1, we have Jamie Danzy. Lane 2, Melissa McConkey. Lane 3, Kylie Schwartz. Lane 4, Shelby Clegg. Lane 5, Isabel Harris. Lane 6, Claire Hamula. Lane 7, Regan Patterson. Lane 8, Caitlin Gonzaga. Lane 9, Holly Wenk. And lane 10, Kate Reichner. All right, good luck, ladies, on your 100-yard breaststroke. Got some really cool technique coming from lane 4. You can see as she does her stroke, she shoots her hands forward and it propels her body through the water. It's really cool to see that. It's that speed as she pushes through the water. Looks like pulling ahead is lane 7 and lane 2. This might be close to see who's going to call it at the 50. It's like lane 7. Reagan Patterson is just ahead with a split time of 34.97. This looks like it could be anybody's race at this point. Looks like going into the wall, lane 2 and 7 are just neck and neck. This will be close. Oh, wow, these girls, looks like they're all really close in this one, but I think lane 2 might be just ahead. Depends on who gets that last final stroke in. Can stretch the farthest, touch that wall. And looks like lane 2 got it. Melissa McConkey, congrats on your win. Moving on to heat 3 of 4. In lane 1, we have Audie Zobrist. Lane 2, Kate Brower. Lane 3, Riley Corey. Lane 4, Malin Howe. Lane 5, Grace Cannon. Lane 6, Ava Roberts. Lane 7, Adeline Harding. Lane 8, Taylor Bennett. Lane 9, Annabelle Kim. Lane 10, Amalia Connor. And we're off. Heat 3 of 4. Girls 13-14 100-yard breaststroke. Breaststroke is a really unique stroke. It was one that I was never particularly good at. But it's cool to see these girls exhibit such energy in this really technical stroke. Looks like lane 4, Maylin Howe, has got a whole body length lead on all the other swimmers. Looks like she got a split time of 32:47, coming up well past the flags. So actually followed closely by lane 1, Addie Zobrist. I'm sorry. Wow, again, good, strong underwater from lane 4. Looks like lane 4 is going to take this win. Time she's looking to beat is 1:13. Looks like she's going to cut a lot of time here. And Maylin Howe taking the win with a time of 1:09.99. Congrats. And congrats all you other girls on a great swim. Moving on to the final heat, the girls' 13-1400 yard breaststroke. In lane 1, we have Veronica Black. Lane 2, Ava Clegg. Lane 3, Lucy Kokeni. Lane 4, Stephanie Guzman Delahaas. Lane 5, Jade Garstang. Lane 6, Elaine Liu. Lane 7, Taylor Houghton. Lane 8, Sophie Anders. Lane 9, Anya Clark. Lane 10, Sydney Zermelli. Looks like Jade Garstang's going to be chasing down her own record. The time of 1:05.97. Let's see if she can do it. Again, a great start by Jade Garstang. I don't know if you guys can see it from your view, but you can see how she leaned forward when they said take your mark. So she's starting the race already 2.5 inches ahead of all of her competitors. Again, good, strong underwater from all these girls. Wow, all of them making it up past the flags. Looks like they're all neck and neck, actually. Maybe lane 5, Jade Garstang, just a little bit ahead, but lane 6 is like, nope, I'm coming for you. Looks like lane 6 is Elaine Liu. Wow, this is going to be a close one. Both of these girls from Olympus Aquatics. It'd be cool to see these teammates push each other to get some good swims. Got the typical cheers whenever these girls' heads pop up from the crowd. Coming into the last 25. Let's go, girls. Looks like Jade Garstang going to pull out the win with a time of 1:06.84, followed by Elaine Liu with a time of 1:08. Congrats, both you girls, on great swims. So we're actually going to move to another 7-minute podium break at this time. So coming up, we'll be recognizing the previous races and the top 5. Again, for those of you watching at home, please share this YouTube link with friends and family members so they can come and see these girls compete. You can also, the best way you can support this channel is go onto YouTube and like and subscribe the Goals channel. You can also follow Goals, that's Game On Live Studio, at Game On LS on Instagram. We're really happy to bring you this event virtually, so we really appreciate all of the support you guys give us from home or work or wherever you may be. So we'd like to recognize event 15, girls 13-1400 yard butterfly. Top 5 looks like first we had Jade Garstang, second Taylor Houghton, third Chloe Rasband, fourth Stephanie Guzman Delahaas, and in fifth Kate Reichner. Give a virtual hand of applause to these girls wherever you may be. Congrats on your swims. So coming up, we have event 25, girls 11 and 12, event 23, girls 10 and under 200 yard IM. For those of you who don't know, IM stands for individual medley. And that medley these girls will be swimming is 50 yards of each stroke. Butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle. So it'll be 50 yards of each of the 4 main strokes. A really fun race. Lots of complicated turns these girls need to execute. We only have 1 heat for this event. And in lane 1, we have Cameron Tanton. Lane 2, Chloe Cedarholm. Lane 3, June Johnson. Lane 4, Aaliyah Lindsay. Lane 5, Cassidy Long. Lane 6, Laylee Turner. Lane 7, Emma Staskis. Lane 8, Annie Nelson. And lane 9, Chelsea Zhu. Good luck, girls, on your 200-yard individual medley. And off they go. First 50 yards of butterfly. Looks like the state record is held by Sita Liu, which was made in 1996, almost as old as I am. The state record was a time of 2:24:23. Looks like up ahead in the lead is lane 6, Laylee Turner. Followed closely by lane 5, Cassidy Long. It's a really unique event. Some swimmers have really stronger strokes and use those to pull ahead. So this race could be anybody's. So we transition into the backstroke length. So 50 yards of backstroke. For those watching at home who may not know, the flags indicate to the swimmers when they need, like, they count their strokes to the wall so they don't run into the wall when they're on their backs. So these girls will see the flags and then count their strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, touch, and then transition into breaststroke. Great turn. Looks like lanes 6 and 5 still are ahead. Lane 6, which is Laylee Turner, is pulling ahead on this breaststroke event. Coming into the wall, we'll have 50 yards of freestyle for these girls, and then that'll be the end of their individual medley. Again, it's important that on these turns, these girls use 2 hands to transition between strokes so they don't get disqualified. Looks like Laylee Turner pulling really far ahead on this freestyle part. You can see all these girls turn up the heat as they get into the freestyle. Gotta expend all the last bit of energy they got. Finish strong. Looks like Laylee Turner's gonna steal the win here with a time of 2:38.10. Looks like she dropped about 9 seconds there. Congrats, Laylee. Coming in, we have Cassidy Long. Congrats, Cassidy, on your swim as well. And to all you other girls on a really fun event. And that's the final heat of Event 23, girls 10 and under, 200-yard IM. So moving forward, we're going to be heading into Event 25, girls 11 and 12, 200-yard IM. We have 2 heats. In Heat 1 of 2, we have Mallory Hermert in lane 4, Liv Trimble lane 5, Nikita Staskis in lane 6. Oh, no, looks like we have a false start by lane 5. Again, sometimes the starters will ask us to stand up. It's important that you stand still on the blocks so you don't accidentally set off your teammates. Looks like these girls are pretty close to one another during this butterfly portion of the 200-yard individual medley. Looks like coming into the first 50, lane 6, Nikita Staskis just ahead as we transition into backstroke. Coming into the transition for breaststroke, looks like lanes 4 and 5 are pretty close to one another. Looks like lane 5, Liv Trimble's going to touch the wall first, but looks like these girls are just right within sync with each other on this breaststroke. Looks like lane 4 might be pushing ahead just a bit more. Looks like she's gliding a bit more, got a really strong kick. That's Mallory Hemmert. maybe pulling ahead on this breaststroke, the length. Coming into the last 50, these girls are going to transition into freestyle. Again, got to touch the wall with 2 hands, and then a quick transition. Again, off the wall. Looks like Mallory Hemmert is in the lead. Looks like off the wall, Mallory Hemmert is closely trailed by lane 6, Nikita Staskis. Looks like it could be anyone's race. Whoever turns up the heat more and pushes through to the end is going to steal it. Oh boy, this one's going to be close. Oh, looks like Mallory Hemmert just barely got it. Oh my gosh, they tied. They got the exact same time, 2:41.76. Congrats to these 3 girls on a great swim. It's really cool to see a tie. Moving on to heat 2 of 2 for the girls, 11 and 12, 200-yard AM. In lane 2, we have Cara Moyer. Lane 3, Maddie Balaguat. Lane 4, Lorraine Morin. Lane 5, Shaylee Zolcic. Lane 6, Haley Iot. Lane 7, Macy Polson. Lane 8, Sophie Rona. Lane 9, Madeline Bullard. Again, this is heat 2 of event 25. Girls 11 and 12, 200-yard individual medley. And we're off with the final heat of event 25. Girls 11 and 12, 200-yard IM. These IM events are really fun just because just when you get tired doing one stroke, you get to switch some of your muscle groups and transition into another one, keep up the intensity. Looks like lanes 5 and 6 are pretty close to one another. Looks like lane 6, Haley Iot is going to be pulling ahead off the wall with a split of 29.65. Looks like lanes 5 and 3 using this backstroke portion of the event to keep in stride. Again, off the wall, still looks like lane 6 is just half a body length ahead of lanes 5 and 3. Lanes 5 and 3 are Shayla and Maddie. Off the wall, still lane 6, Haley Iot. Still up there in front. Looks like the state record for this event is also held by Jade Garstang with a time of 2:11.97. Looks like off the wall, lane 6 is still, Ellie Iot is still up in the lead. Still got 50 yards of freestyle in front of them, and that'll be the end of it. Let's see him put it all on the line here. Again, coming into the wall, still Ellie Iot, followed closely by lanes 4 and 5, Lorraine Morin and Shaylee Zolcic. Again, you can see these girls really turn up the heat. Look at that kick from lane 4. Really see the bubble, see the intensity as she pushes up to catch up to Ellie. Looks like Ellie's still just barely in the lead. Let's see if these girls can really push it home strong. Looks like Ellie's going to maintain that lead into the finish. The time of 2:22.24. Congrats, girls, on your swims. Great work. Moving forward to event 27, girls 13-14 400-yard individual medley. That's 100 yards of each stroke. We have 3 heats. In heat 1, lane 2, we have Isabel Harris. Lane 3, Emerson Brooks. Lane 4, Gabriela Henry. Lane 5, Palmela Marinquez. Lane 6, Felicia Shi. Lane 7, Malin Howe. Lane 8, Sadie Peach Leung. This is a really intense event. 100 yards of each stroke. Same order, butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle. Good luck, girls, on this event. Really got to admire these girls. This is such a grueling event. To be honest, I don't believe I ever even competed in this event, just because it takes a lot of dedication and power to train for such a long event, especially when you need to start out with 100 yards of butterfly. You still have enough energy to finish till the end. Looks like these girls are holding pretty strong. Looks like lane 4 is maintaining a steady lead, about a body length ahead of lane 7 in lane 3. And in lane 4, that's Gabriela Henry. Looks like the record for this event was set by Zoe Phillips in 2012 with a time of 4:27:54. Looks like lane 4 is still maintaining that lead as we transition into the backstroke portion of the event. Again in the lead, that's Gabriela Henry. Followed closely by lane 3, Emerson Brooks. Looks like she's just at the toes of Gabriela. Again, 50 more yards of the backstroke, and then transition into the breaststroke portion. Looks like these girls are now shoulder to shoulder, lanes 4 and 3. Emerson and Gabriela, as they finish up this backstroke portion. Looks like Gabriela pushing off just a little bit harder, pulling a little bit ahead, but still, Emerson is right there at her shoulders. This is a really tough turn to execute, backstroke to breaststroke. Both of them did really good. Looks like Gabriela Henry just out-touched her. We transitioned into the 100 yards of breaststroke. Again, these girls are staying right in sync with each other, shoulder to shoulder. Their next closest trailer looks like to be in lane 6, who is Felicia Shi. Again, these girls are doing really long strokes on these events. Glide as much as possible, conserve energy. Still got 150 more yards to go. 50 more yards of breaststroke, followed by 100 yards of freestyle. Looks like lane 3 might out-touch. Let's see. Oh, no. Gabriela Henry looks like she... Oh, they were right there with each other. Wow, this is still a really close race here. Got to really admire these girls. This is a tough race. You can see them getting tired, but they're still pushing through. You can actually see lane 6 and 7. Again, they're catching up. Again, some of these girls prefer maybe breaststroke and maybe their stronger stroke, and they'll use it to catch up where they maybe fell behind on the butterfly or what have you. Again, Gabriela Henry still in the lead, but followed closely by lane 3 and lane 6. And 8. Looks like Sadie and Felicia just at the toes of Gabriella Henry. Oh, but it actually looks like Emerson Brooks may be pulling ahead with this freestyle portion of the individual medley. Maybe falling a bit behind there off the wall. Moving into the last 50 for this 400-yard IM. Looks like Gabriella Henry is pulling ahead. "25 more yards left for Gabriella, followed closely by lane 3, Emerson Brooks, and then lane 6 and 8, Felicia Shi and Sadie Peach Leung. It looks like Gabriella Henry's going to steal the win here with a time of 5:13.25. Wow, she dropped 10 seconds there. Great work. Oh, wow, looks like Sadie Peach Leung came in and stole second place. Time of 5:17. Dropped a bunch of time there. Congrats, girls, on your swim. Great event. So moving into heat 2 of 3 for the girls' 400-yard individual medley. In lane 1, we have Claire Hamila. Lane 2, Adeline Harding. Lane 3, Sophie Anders. Lane 4, Elaine Liu. Lane 5, Lucy Kokeni. Lane 6, Kate Brower. Lane 7, Lauren Bigelow. Lane 8, Haley Tiffany. Lane 9, Annabelle Kim. Lane 10, Rachel Hansen. Good luck, girls, on your 400-yard individual medley. Again, it's good to see long underwaters. More time underwater, less time to swim. Can save that energy. Again, it's all pretty close at this point. These girls are just trying to set a good pace. Looks like first into the wall is lane 8. And that is Haley Tiffany. Followed, looks like she's about in sync with lane 6, which is Kate Brower. Coming into the final 25 for the butterfly portion of this event. Looks like lane 6, Kate Brower, is gonna, oh, no, I stand corrected. Lane 8, Haley Tiffany again, followed closely by Kate Brower to the wall. As we transition into the backstroke portion of the event. Again, a bunch of these girls really close to one another. Looks like lane 8 is still just a little bit ahead. That's Haley Tiffany, followed closely by lane 4, Elaine Liu. Coming to about the halfway point. Butterfly, backstroke down, breaststroke and freestyle to come. Looks like lane 5 may have pulled just a little bit ahead here. Depends on who gets to the wall first. Lane 5 is Lucy Kokeni. Yep, Lucy Kokeni got to the wall first, followed by lane 8, Haley Tiffany, as we transition into the breaststroke. It's a really technical portion. Let's see who's going to pull ahead at this portion. Looks like first to the wall is lane 5, Lucy Kokeni. About in sync with her, lane 4, Elaine Liu. Looks like Elaine Liu is maybe pushing a bit further with each stroke, a little bit ahead. Yeah, Elaine Liu looks like she got to the wall first, going to the second 50 of the breaststroke portion of the IM. Again, you can really see how Elaine Liu was perhaps behind during the butterfly backstroke, but is pulling ahead in the breaststroke. Good strong underwaters. Coming up past the flags, it's good to see. Really pulling ahead, maybe about a body's length ahead this time of lane 5, Lucy Kokeni. Then again, Elaine Liu first to the wall as we transition into the freestyle portion of this IM. Again, still lane 4, Elaine Liu. Looks like she's about a body and a half length ahead of lane 5, Lucy Kokeni. Moving into the last 50. Coming into the finish, looks like Elaine Liu's gonna grab the win here. Time of 4:56.54, under 5 minutes. Wow, congrats, dropped a ton of time there. Looks like Lucy Kokeni coming in second, and in third, Kate Brower, lane 6. Congrats, girls, on a great swim. Kokeni with a time of 5:00. Great work, girls. Really tough event. So moving forward to heat 3, the final heat for the girls' 400-yard individual medley. This is event 27. In lane 1, we have Veronica Black. Lane 2, Coco Riding. Lane 3, Campbell Keller. Lane 4, Stephanie Guzman Delahas. Lane 5, Jade Garstang. Lane 6, Kathleen Richter. Lane 7, Isabel Hadigan. Lane 8, Emmy Brewer. Lane 9, Eleanor Plant. And lane 10, Mary Ann Tesh. This is the final heat of the girls' 400-yard individual medley. Again, for those at home, if you want to share this event with family members, share the link with them so they can come join us here at Game On Live Studio so that they can watch these great girls do some really cool swims. You can just share the YouTube link. Really long underwaters. These girls, cool to see. Looks like Jade Garstang is establishing a pretty good lead here in lane 5. Followed closely by Kathleen Richter in lane 6 as we head into the second 50 of the butterfly portion. Actually, it looks like lane 1 and 4 following pretty closely in this butterfly portion as well. Looks like Jade Garstang is going to come into the wall first, followed by Kathleen Richter as we transition into the backstroke portion of this individual medley. Looks like Jade Garstang is still maintaining a lead. Looks like lane 6, Kathleen Richter is just perhaps about almost to her hips. Oh, interesting. Oh, hope Jade's okay. Looks like Jade stopped. She got out of the pool. I hope she's all right. Looks like we have someone coming over to make sure she's doing okay. I hope everything's all right. We'll keep an eye on her. Hopefully things are okay. Maybe she swallowed some water or something. That's never fun. Just want to make sure she's doing okay. So that puts Kathleen Richter actually ahead right here as we transition into breaststroke. So we got Jade to lie down. Looks like we got a lifeguard coming over just to make sure everything's okay. So Kathleen Richter is followed closely in lane 3 by Campbell Keller. Nice long strokes, big long glides. Serve as much energy. Really good technique. Two-hand touch, transition, yep. Still Kathleen Richter up in front. Followed closely by lane 3 and lane 1. It's Veronica Black and Campbell Keller. Looks like Kathleen has got a pretty significant lead as we transition into the freestyle portion of this individual medley. 100 more yards. Looks like lanes 3 and 4. Campbell Keller and Stephanie are trailing behind. Kathleen's just got a really big lead. About 75 more yards to go. Coaches are really starting to yell to get them to pick up the pace. Got to leave it all in the pool with the freestyle. It's a great stroke to just pedal to the metal. Kathleen Richter heading into her last 50, followed by lane 4, Stephanie Guzman-Delhaas. Kathleen at least 2 body lengths ahead of the other competitors. Looks like lane 1 might be turning up the heat a little bit, catching up to lane 4, Stephanie Guzman. See if Kathleen can break her previous time of 4:46. Looks like she just barely missed it there. Congrats, Kathleen, coming in with a time with a 4:49. And then followed by lane 4, Stephanie Guzman, and then lane 3, Campbell Keller. Good job, girls. What a great swim. Looks like Jade Gershang is doing fine. She's drinking some water. This is another update. Hope everything's still okay. All right. The next event we're going to be seeing is event 29, girls 11 and 12, 200-yard backstroke. We have 2 heats of this event. So they're going to have the girls get out of the water. Usually they do dive overs, but with backstroke, these next girls need to get in the water, so they got to clear the lanes. For this first heat, in lane 4, we have Gabriela Zurias. In lane 5, Ada Van Langlium. And in lane 6, Sydney Bear. Again, this is event 29, girls 11 and 12, 200-yard backstroke. Just looking forward as far as the schedule goes. After this event, we're going to have another break, and then we're going to get on to the relays, which is a really fun event. We'll end on the relays today, for any of you looking forward. So there's still time to share this YouTube link with grandma, with grandpa, with your neighbors,
whoever you may want to see your kids swim. Super easy. Just share the link. They can come in and watch for a few minutes, see a great swim, and then get back to whatever they need to be doing. So there's 5 whistles to indicate the girls to get ready at the edge of the pool, and then 1 long whistle, which indicates for them to jump into the water. Give them a second to orient themselves. Another long whistle and get ready. So the girls can choose to actually start at the bar or at the edge of the pool, whichever one they prefer. And off they go into their 200-yard backstroke. It's event 29, heat 1. So for those who don't know, in backstroke, it's illegal to roll over onto your stomach. However, you're allowed 1 stroke right before the wall to orient yourself. So as you see here in lane 6, 1 stroke, and then she can turn off the wall. So lane 6, Sydney Bear is pulling ahead here, followed by lane 4 and then lane 5. Looks like Sydney's got a lot of intensity here. Quick stroke count. Sometimes they play music during these longer events. I don't know if the swimmers can hear them very well, but it keeps the crowd hyped. Gotta keep the crowd cheering these girls on. I guess if there is a stroke to hear the music, it would be in backstroke. Again, Sydney Bear, lane 6, is still about a body length and a half ahead of lane 4, which is Gabrielle Azurias. Coming into the 150 mark, got 50 more yards to go at this wall. Coming to the last 25, excuse me. Sydney Bear still got a pretty decent lead. The time she's trying to beat is a 2:39. Looks like she's gonna cut a significant amount of time here. At the time of 2:29.67. Congrats, Sydney, on your win. And then coming in lane 4, second, Gabrielle Azurias with a time of 2:40. Cut some 8 seconds as well. Congrats. And then lastly, Ada finishing in lane 5, time of 2:43. Congrats, girls, on your swim. So moving on to heat 2, the final heat, the girls' 200-yard backstroke. We have in lane 1, Abby Burrill, lane 2, Elliott Brown, lane 3, Tiffany Palmer, lane 4, Brooke Ridge, lane 5, Zoe Tashjian, lane 6, Alia Louian, lane 7, Ava Glissmeyer, lane 8, Brighton Iat, lane 9, Izzy Reynolds, lane 10, Aobian Bradley. Looks like these girls are getting ready to shoot off for the 200 backstroke finals. Lane 5 pulled herself really high out of the water there. It's better to fly through the air than the water. Less resistance. Really cool start. So the state record for this event is 2:04.92, set in 2012 by Ryan White. Looks like lane 5, Zoe Tashjian, has got a pretty strong lead coming into the 50 here on everybody else, followed by her lane mates, lane 4 and 6. It's Brooke Ridge and Aluia Luian. Coming into the 100 here, the halfway point. Again, Zoe still maintaining a pretty good lead, about a body half and a length ahead of lane 4, which is Brooke Ridge, closest competitor. Split time 34:12 for Zoe, followed by Brooke Ridge. Looks like Brooke Ridge may have caught up a little bit, almost to the toes of Zoe. Wow, Zoe really turned it up there. Pulled another, about a body length ahead. The closest competitor, Brooke. Split time of 36. Looks like lanes 5 and 6. Sorry, lanes 7 and 8. Or sorry, my bad. 6 and 7. Aurelia and Ava, pretty close to one another. Looks like Zoe's going to grab the win here. Pretty far ahead of her lane mates, the closest competitors. Time she's looking to beat is a 2:19. Can she do it? Ooh, sometimes the scoreboard doesn't register. So Zoe definitely touched first. Maybe she didn't hit the scoreboard hard enough. It registered her as second. That's why we have timers who will record the times with their hands, and then we can use that to average and get a more precise time there. But congrats, girls, on your great event here. So we are now going to move into a 7-minute break. We're going to do a podium moment where we're going to acknowledge the girls' previous swims, the top 5 for each event. Get excited as we move forward. The final events we're going to be going through are the relays, where teams will compete together in a race. Probably some of the most exciting events to watch and participate in if you've ever had the chance with your team. Get some pretty awesome fast times. So the first event we're going to recognize is event 19.
girls 11 and 12 50-yard breaststroke. In first place, we had Brooke Ridge. Second, Brooklyn Richter. Third, Brighton Iat. Fourth, Alexandra Lund. And fifth, Sunny Shreevy. Congrats, girls, on your great swims. Hopefully at the end of the day, we'll be able to get a tally of all the points so we can see which team that has the most points. So for those who don't know, there is points associated with each place that are awarded to the team. So for first place, Brooke Ridge got 24 points that are awarded to the Wasatch Front Fish Market team. And then second is 21, third is 20, fourth 19, and fifth 18. All the way down to the final place, which is just 5 points. So up on the podium right now is event 21, girls 13, 1400-yard breaststroke. In first place, we had Jade Garstang. Second, Elaine Liu. Third, Maylin Howe. Fourth, Taylor Houghton. And fifth, Stephanie Guzman. So these girls on the podium are for event 23, girls 10 and under 200-yard IM. In first place, we had Laylee Turner. Second, Cassidy Long. Third, Aaliyah Lindsay. Fourth, Emma Staskus. And fifth, June Johnson. Congrats, girls, on your great swim. And finally, for event 25 on the podium, we have Hallie Iot in first, Lorraine Morin second, Shaylee Zolchik in third, Maddie Boligwat in fourth, and Sophie Rona in fifth. And that's for the girls 11 and 12 200-yard IM. Congrats, ladies. So get ready for these upcoming events. The 200-yard medley relay, event 31, girls 10 and under. This is a really fun event where each girl on the team will swim a different stroke for their team. So the traditional medley is butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle. However, in the case of a relay, we need to put backstroke first so that the girls can have a really quick transition off the blocks. And so the order for the medley relay is backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly, freestyle. I'm not entirely sure why they switched the breaststroke and the butterfly, but someone decided that, and that's how it is. That's how it's always been. So it's really fun to see these teams' energy as they prepare and get ready for this event. We also really want to thank all of the meet coordinators that put together this really fun event. It's really quite amazing to see how many parents and volunteers come together to put this meet up, to make it happen. There's a lot of moving parts, so it's really cool to see a lot of people here getting this done so we can enjoy these swimmers. So I'm sorry I missed this, but it was event 27, girls 13-14, 400-yard IM. I'd like to name off the top 5. In first place, we had Kathleen Richter. Second, Stephanie Guzman. Third, Elaine Liu. Fourth, Veronica Black. And fifth, Campbell Keller. Congrats, girls. They were up on the podium earlier. You should have seen them. Sorry I didn't read it off when they were there. But they were there, and they had some great swims. Congrats. So for these medley events, I will name off the teams in each lane at the start and then the individual competitors when they begin their leg of the race. So this first event is event 31, girls 10 and under, 200-yard medley relay. There's only one heat of this event. So in lane 1, we have South Davis Aquatics team. Lane 2, West Valley Aquatics. Lane 3, West Valley Aquatics. Lane 5, Utah Valley Aquatics. Lane 7, Hilltop Aquatic Swim Team. And lane 9, Cottonwood Heights Aquatics. Again, the first length will be 50 backstroke, followed by the breaststroke, then the butterfly, then the freestyle. So up first in the South Davis Aquatic team, swimming the backstroke, is Alba Ramirez. And then swimming for West Valley is Anna Shaw. Swimming for Utah Valley Aquatics, Audrey King. For Hilltop Aquatic Swim Team, Darcy Smith. And for Cottonwood Heights, Evie Powers. And off they go on the first medley relay event. So the way it's going to work, once these girls touch the wall in their 25, their teammates are going to be able to stand up onto the block to swim the breaststroke length of the race. Their teammates are able to leave the block the second they touch the wall. As long as their feet are on the block, when their teammate touches the wall, they can be moving. So swimming breaststroke for South Davis, we have Emery Albright. For West Valley, we have Aaliyah Lindsay. For Utah Valley, Cameron Tanton. For Hilltop Aquatics, Lainey Adamson. And for Cottonwood Heights, Silver Doyle. These girls are transitioning into the 50 breaststroke. It's really fun to share the energy of this race with your teammates. Then coming up for the butterfly length, we have Eileen Romesser for South Davis, Cadence Laws for West Valley, Annie Nelson for Utah Valley, June Johnson for Hilltop Aquatics, and Chelsea Zhu for Cottonwood Heights. Those girls will be doing the butterfly. Touch and go. Looks like lane 5, Utah Valley Aquatics is in the lead here. Followed next by lane 7, which is Hilltop Aquatics swim team. The record for this event is 2:13.12, set in 1992 by Steiner. So as we transition into freestyle, looks like lane 5 is still in first place. That's Utah Valley Aquatics. And swimming freestyle will be Maggie Harris for South Davis, Isabel Garcia for West Valley, Cassidy Long for Utah Valley Aquatics, Mayla Harward for Hilltop, and Esme Kluss for Cottonwood Heights. This is the final 50, the freestyle for this medley relay. Again, lane 5. Utah Valley Aquatics has got a pretty big lead. Looks like they're going to finish in with a time of 2:25. Congrats, Utah Valley Aquatics, on a great swim. To all you girls, good work. Looks like coming in next is lane 7 with Hilltop Aquatics with a time of 2:39. Congrats, girls. Really cool to see all your energy out there. Good work. So moving on to the next event is the girls 11 and 12 200-yard freestyle relay. So in this one, each girl will swim 50 yards of freestyle for their team. We have 2 heats of this. In the first heat, in lane 1, we have Cache Valley Marlin swim team. Lane 3, West Valley Aquatics. Lane 5, Olympus Aquatics. Lane 7, South Davis Aquatics. And in 9, Kearns Youth Aquatic Team. Fun to see all the themed swim caps these girls have as they line up at the blocks. So swimming first for Cache Valley is Taylor Meyerson. For West Valley, Shayla Zolchich. For Olympus, Lorraine Morin. For South Davis, Rebecca Cyril. And for Kearns, Tita Cerrone. These girls will be first up in this 200-yard freestyle relay. Relays are also really fun because generally the girls who go second, third, and fourth will get a faster starting time on their 50 just because of the momentum they get off the block as they do the wind-up. So it's really fun to see your times improve off of a relay start. The record for this event was set in 2019 by Olympus Aquatics with a time of 1:44.93. they go. And they're off. Those are the girls for the 11 and 12 200-yard freestyle relay. Really can see the intensity as they go out in this first 25. Looks like lane 3 might be just ahead. That was a really good underwater. Lane 3 is West Valley. So swimming next for Cache Valley, we have Emma Jorgensen. For Cache Valley, I'm sorry. And then for West Valley, we have Tracy Fung, Sydney McElwee for Olympus, Shia Portillo for South Davis, and Taylor Lee for Kearns. Looks like lane 3, West Valley, is still pulling ahead, followed by lane 5, Olympus. So next up for Cache Valley, we have Ruth Olson. For West Valley, we have Mia Smith. For Olympus, Chloe Cedarholm. For South Davis, Ariana Stewart. And for Kearns, Ibrielle Bentley. Looks like West Valley and Olympus are really close to one another. Lane 3, West Valley, seems to be pulling a little bit ahead. They are both trailed by lane 7, which is South Davis. And their final teammates for Cache Valley are Grace Christensen. For West Valley, Irene Shannon. For Olympus, Alexandra Lund. For South Davis, Ava Glismeyer. For Kearns, JC Young. And coming into this final 50, looks like lane 3, West Valley, is ahead. Followed by Olympus and then South Davis. Let's finish strong, girls. Wow, looks like Olympus has caught up. Olympus may be pulling ahead. And it looks like Olympus is going to steal this. Wow, good work. Olympus with a time of 1:56. They dropped 4 seconds. Congrats, Olympus, and all you other swimmers. Great relay. Very good. It's really cool to see that last swimmer for Olympus, Alexandra Lund, turn up the intensity there. You could really see her kick just propel her forward. Great swim. So moving on to Heat 2 of the girls 11-12 200-yard freestyle. In lane 1, we have Park City swimming. In lane 3, Cottonwood Heights. Lane 5, Wasatch Front Fish Market. Lane 7, Hilltop Aquatic Swim Team. And in lane 9, Utah Valley Aquatics. Swimming first for Park City is Sophie Rona. Swimming first for Cottonwood Heights, Gabriela Zurias. For Wasatch Front, Zoe Tajidjian. For Hilltop, Ellie Sinte. For Utah Valley Aquatics, Macy Polson. This is the second to last event. After this event will be event 35, the girls 13-14 200-yard freestyle relay. Final event for this morning's events. Still time to share the YouTube link with friends and family members. Get them to come see these awesome girls swim. Again, they need to stand to reset. I believe sometimes if your teammates are too close to you behind the block, sometimes the starter will have them stand and reset, have them step back a bit. So this is the final for the 11 and 12 200-yard freestyle relay. Looks like in first place we have lane 5, Wasatch Front Fish Market. So swimming up next for Park City, we have Madeline Bullard. For Cottonwood Heights, AOB and Bradley. For Wasatch Front Fish Market, Evie Herkshop. For Hilltop Aquatics, Brian Eott. For Utah Valley, Colby White. Looks like Fish Market still up in first. Looks like they're being followed by lane 1, which is Park City. Looks like our third group of swimmers is going to be, for Park City, Nikita Staskis. For Cottonwood Heights, Izzy Reynolds. For Wasatch Front Fish Market, Brooke Ridge. For Hilltop Aquatics, Cara Moore. For Utah Valley Aquatics, Sydney Bear. Again, Fish Market still in first.
as they transition into the third swimmer, followed by Park City Swimming. Again, Fish Market's got a really strong lead. The record here is 144. The final batch of swimmers here for Park City is Tegan Hoffman. For Cottonwood Heights, Rory Sorensen. For Wasatch Front Fish Market, Brooklyn Richter. For Hilltop Aquatics, Hallie Eott. For Utah Valley Aquatics, Alia Luian. Again, Fish Market's got a really strong lead. Looks like they're followed by lane 7, which is Hilltop Aquatics. Yeah, it looks like Fish Market's going to steal this win here. Coming in with a time, 1:47. Congrats, girls. And then followed by lane 7, Hilltop Aquatics. Good work, everybody. Great swims. All right, everybody, we are transitioning into the final event for this morning. It's event 35, girls 13-14 200-yard freestyle relay. Record is 140.68, set in 2015 by Park City. So we have 3 heats. In this first heat, in lane 3, we have Kearns Youth Aquatic Team. Lane 5, OTAC Orem Timpanogos Aquatic Team. Lane 7, Cottonwood Heights Aquatics. And lane 9, Cedar Swim Club. So the first swimmer for Kearns is Melissa Young. For OTAC, Hannah Harris. For Cottonwood Heights, Mia Williamson. And for Cedar Swim, Sydney Lauer. Again, this is a 200-yard freestyle relay, 50 yards for each swimmer. Looks like they're all pretty close to one another at the 25 mark. The second swimmer for Kearns will be Kelty Olsen. For OTAC, Addison Brown. For Cottonwood Heights, Lucy Kokeni. For Cedar Swim Club, Paloma Manriquez. Looks like OTAC is first to the wall. Looks like lane 3, Kearns, is pretty close. Also lane 9 as well, Cedar Swim Club. They're all pretty close at this point. The third swimmers, next rotation. For Kearns, it'll be Angela Martz. For OTAC, Koya Berg. For Cottonwood Heights, Annabelle Kim. For Cedar Swim Club, Emma Gray. And it looks like coming into the wall, lane 9 is going to beat everybody out. That's the Cedar Swim Club. It looks like off the start, though, lane 5, OTAC pulled ahead. And the last batch of swimmers we have coming up. For Kearns, we have Ari Nash. For OTAC, we have Olivia Bell. For Cottonwood Heights, Chloe Klein. And for Cedar Swim, Anya Morris. And coming into the wall, looks like OTAC's going to be the first, followed next by Cottonwood Heights. This is it, swimmers. You can really see the intensity of these last girls. Looks like they're neck and neck at the wall. Ooh, looks like Cottonwood Heights pulled the head off of that turn. Looks like Cottonwood Heights might get this one. Yep. Congrats. Looks like Cottonwood Heights took the win, followed by OTAC. Great swim, girls. All right, moving on to Heat 2. In lane 1, we have Southern Utah Swimming Association. Lane 3, Wasatch Swim Club. Lane 5, Park City Swimming. Lane 7, Cache Valley Marlin Swim Team. And lane 9, Lehigh Aquatics. This is Heat 2 of the event 35, girls 13-14, 200-yard freestyle. Up first for Southern Utah, we have Chesney Bondner, Reese Andrews for Wasatch Swim Club, Lauren Bigelow for Park City, Sarah Cook for Cache Valley, and Holly Wank for Lehigh Aquatics. Again, these girls neck and neck in this first 25. Looks like they're all pretty close. So the next batch of swimmers, we have Jamie Danzy for Southern Utah, Avery Haynes for Wasatch, Gretchen Lawn Lane for Park City, Laura Rigby for Cache Valley, and Sydney Zermely for Lehigh Aquatics.
I don't know those. They only have the initials on mine.
So the third batch of swimmers, we have Melissa McConkey for Southern Utah, Emerson Brooks for Wasatch, Anna King for Park City, Izzy Christensen for Cache Valley, and Anya Clark for Lehigh Aquatics. And looks like lane 5, Park City, is pretty close with lane 1, which is Southern Utah Swimming Association. Pretty close to one another. So the fourth batch of swimmers for this event, we have Claire Daly for Southern Utah, Ali Henuiz for Wasatch, Delaney Dolan for Park City, Riley Corey for Cache Valley, and Adi Zobris for Lehigh Aquatics. First to the wall is Park City, but they're all pretty close. This could be anybody's race. Looks like first to the wall is lane 3, which is Wasatch. Let's see who can bring it home. Wow, this is going to be really close. This is what swimming's all about, this intensity right here. Wow, is it going to be lane 9? Lane 3? Wow, lane 9, Lehigh Aquatics. Great work, girls, with a time of 1:48.48. And second place went to Wasatch. Very great work, girls. All right, we're moving to the final heat of event 35, girls 13-14, 200-yard freestyle relay. In lane 1, we have Utah Valley Aquatics. Lane 3, we have South Davis Aquatic Team. Lane 5, Hilltop Aquatic Swim Team. Lane 7, Olympus Aquatics. And lane 9, Wasatch Front Fish Market. This is the final event this morning. Let's cheer these girls on. If you're at home, at work, let's bring up the intensity. So the first girl for Utah Valley Aquatics is Brinley White, Gabriella Henry for South Davis, Grace Wilson for Hilltop Aquatics, Campbell Keller for Olympus Aquatics, and Veronica Black for Wasatch Front Fish Market. And they're off. Again, they're all pretty close at the 25. Oh, I'm sorry, I messed up so the second swimmer for Utah Valley is Kate Reichner. The second for South Davis is Kim Audrey. The second for Hilltop Aquatics is Ava Clegg. The second for Olympus is Taylor Houghton. And then Isabella Hadigan for Wasatch Front. Looks like lane 5, Hilltop Aquatics, has got the lead, was first to the wall. The third batch of swimmers for Utah Valley is Linnea Nelson for South, and then for South Davis, it's Malian Howe. For Hilltop, it's Robinson Isabel. For Olympus Aquatics, Sadie McDonald. And for Wasatch Front, Stephanie Guzman Del Haas. Again, Hilltop Aquatics still in first, followed by Olympus Aquatics and South Davis. These girls are really close to one another. This could be anyone's race. Really high intensity here. Fourth teammate for Utah Valley Aquatics is Sydney Weeks. For South Davis, it's Gabriella Henry. For Hilltop Aquatics, it's Adeline Harding. For Olympus Aquatics, it's Jade Garstang. For Wasatch Front Fifth Market, it's Kathleen Richter. First to the wall was Olympus, followed by Hilltop Aquatics. Wow, these girls are neck and neck. Again, this is the best part right here. Neck and neck with your competitors. These girls can see each other. Wow, you can really hear the crowd starting to uproar. Between lane 5 and 7, Hilltop versus Olympus. Who's it going to be? Looks like Hilltop Aquatics is going to get first, followed by Olympus. Wow, both of those girls broke both teams. Oh, they almost broke the record. The record was a time of 1:40, and Hilltop Aquatics went a time of 1:41, followed by Olympus with 1:42. And South Davis followed closely with 1:42 as well. Congrats, girls, on an awesome swim. So stick around, everybody, and we're going to be announcing finals times at the podium coming up. I believe there's also going to be, hopefully, a final tally for the team's points at that point. Again, if you ever get the opportunity to thank all the volunteers who make this meet happen, definitely do so. There's a lot going on. Timers, people working the clocks, people printing out heat sheets, keeping us updated. Thank you for all your hard work, volunteers. So right now on the podium, we have event 29, girls 11 and 12, 200-yard backstroke. In first place, we had Zoe Tassigian. Second, Brooke Ridge. Third, Alia Luian. Fourth, Ava Glissmeyer. And fifth, Elliot Brown. Congrats on your great swims, girls. I think we may get the standings for the relays.
perhaps a team tally in a moment. If not, we'll probably follow through in the upcoming session. We'd like to thank all of you virtual attendees for attending, for coming on and participating virtually. If you want to support Game On Live Studio, like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, and that's at GameOnLS. Share it with your friends, family. It's been really cool to be able to broadcast all of these proceedings in the times that we currently live in. Despite COVID, we can still enjoy these awesome meets. So we just heard we're actually not going to announce the final scores at this point. Build up some tension for you. So we're not entirely sure who will be ahead, but thank you, all you virtual attendees, for attending. We really appreciate you. And we will look forward to seeing you guys this afternoon for the upcoming session.